Okay, welcome everybody. So as usual, we start with the questions. So if anybody has any questions, any comments, any remarks that you want to make, please go ahead, unmute yourself. And while you're not talking, please keep yourself muted. So anybody wants to say something?
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Pablo.
Ooh.
Well, if nobody has any,
I have a question. I'm sorry, Shri.
yeah, go ahead.
Our
Please.
baby is 8 months old and she's a little bit constipated today. Is there any place that would be good to like do acupressure, or I don't think she's ready to be slapped.
Right. So this is, who is this?
This is Liz speaking.
No,
And-
Liz, I know you, but this
Yeah.
is,
My granddaughter.
oh, granddaughter, 8 months.
Yeah, she's 8 months old now, and she's a little bit constipated today. So we gave her a Canton home remedy that helps your bowels move, but she's still a bit constipated. So are there pressure points that we could massage that would be good for that?
Well, so does anybody have any comments on this? Yeah, comment, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi,
Your-
Karen.
Your granddaughter is 8 months old.
Yes.
The most natural way is to give her options to move as much as she can.
Yes.
That's the first one. And also you can play with her a little bit, but and it's small child cannot understand, but can she move with hands and legs?
She scoots along the ground a little bit, but
Super.
she doesn't walk and she doesn't crawl. She likes to stand up.
Okay, I understand. I understand. I cannot use the proper English words, but give her options to walk or her hands or her knee and just to move to make few hours enjoyable.
Yes.
And if it's the second advice, to give her, if she likes water have to be best is body temperature or room temperature.
Yes, we've been doing that.
Super, super, super.
Very thirsty.
And then you're playing with her, slapping according her joyness. That means she have to be joyful when you doing some tender slapping on her back of her palm, because here is like this. Here is large intestine meridian. This is triple warming meridian, and the small one finger is the small intestine meridian.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and if you're doing here, we persuade people to do just here, and going to the toilet is like they never done, never was before. It's very effective area. For example, here.
Thank you.
Of course, you can play with her this area or where the heart is, just little bit, and see her reaction. And if her reaction is a smiling reaction, then you're on a good way. And you can do that. You can do, of course, because small baby Master Shao recommended also to do that Jui, the area where the all young meridians cross, and here on the back. That's also, it depends on the position of your granddaughter. And if you're doing this slapping, playing, it's long, depends of you, half an hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, it's going to be helpful for her.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Liz, I may also add, if she's on her back, you could just get whatever your favorite oil is and massage her tummy clockwise. And then eventually just apply a little bit pressure. It gets everything moving.
Yeah, the stomach massage is very effective. I even try it for myself, you know. In the morning, I mean, when the baby is even sleeping, you could do a little massage and they'll be fine. I do it in the morning because sometimes when I'm constipated, I feel like I need to. So, right, one of the first things I do in the morning is I massage my stomach. Yeah, I put a lot of pressure, but you don't have to put that much pressure on the baby. I agree with that, Fasiwa. Plus, also, I don't know, you have to look at the diet if the baby's, what kind of milk is the baby drinking or what kind of food, right?
So true.
All right, those are my 2 cents.
And Liz, another thing that in nature cure is recommended is to expose to sunlight the whole body.
Oh, it's pretty cold here, Jen. It's like 34 degrees Fahrenheit.
I know, but it could be through the window.
Oh, through the window, we can do that.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some window and.
Yeah, there's big windows here.
Yeah. So
That's
do
a
the
great idea.
best you can, expose the whole body, this direct
Yeah.
skin to the sunlight. It goes a long way, along with the massage, etc. that everybody's saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And Liz, is she eating? Is she eating solid food or baby
Yeah.
food?
She's taking
Yeah, so watch it. Is she eating from the table?
No, she's eating breast milk. She's fed by us oats, like oat gruel, like congee, oats, rice, sweet potato, squash, carrot.
Okay.
What else?
Okay,
That's
I was just gonna say, watch out for salt and maybe too much grain. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, how long has she been constipated?
I think it might be too much grain because it's been predominantly grain.
Yeah, it's some
Yeah.
vegetables. Yeah, and no
Yeah.
salt, no salt. That's what I was getting at.
No salt? No, she doesn't. There's just a tiny pinch of salt in the oats. So she's getting like a half a grain or a grain of salt.
Okay.
Excuse me, the question of Alice was how long she was constipated. My question is the same.
She has been constipated since Tuesday. Not resolved to normal.
Yeah,
feces.
so Meredith should be having lots of Canton. It's what Meredith is eating.
We've actually fed her Canton. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I thought. It's what Meredith is eating. And we said yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've fed Laura Canton and Meredith has had Canton.
Yeah, and
And-
watch the salt, watch the salt. I bet you Meredith did something Monday night.
Yeah, Meredith has had too much salt. Smoked
Yeah.
tempeh sandwiches and the
Yeah.
bread has salt, like it's commercial quality bread and
Yeah, she'll be able to turn it around really quickly. Just get her to eat better.
yeah, thank you.
Liz,
Yes,
I think water in between meal is very good.
I'm sorry, could you say that again, please?
Having some water in between her meal.
Yes, she's been very thirsty and she's drunk
Yeah,
more than she normally-
the water, the hydration,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit too dry.
Yes, thank you very much. I think you're right. And we have been offering her water as much as she will drink. So,
Yeah.
and I think that's helping. Yeah, because without water, you can't really soften the feces, right?
No.
Yeah. Guys, you've been so helpful. I really appreciate your support.
Yes, it's a good
That's why
discussion.
we are here.
Yeah, it's a good discussion.
Yeah.
I
All
just
right.
gotta say one more thing about oatmeals. I don't know if it's regular oatmeal, but I came across a video that talked about how bad oatmeal is and why you
Yes.
shouldn't eat it.
Yeah.
So maybe you could look it up on YouTube also.
I appreciate that. What we eat is steel cut oats. We used to eat whole oats.
Oh,
but
okay, okay.
A friend recommended steel cut and we cook them for 2 hours. So they're quite soft by the time she eats them, but that's a great, and I wanted to say that when we do the tummy rub, we do first of all transverse colon, then descending colon, then across the bottom, and then ascending colon, and then both sides of the tummy button, like in a vertical line. And that seems to get things moving too, but it still hasn't resolved.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, these things, you know, the children in the Indian Ayurvedic system,
Yeah.
so there are 3 types of bodies, you probably know, right? So Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So Vata is what is constipated, and children should never have Vata in them because the body is growing and needs a lot of Kapha. So it should be dominated by Kapha. So this is something temporary that has come up. So once it is cleared, I mean, you'll find out. I mean, you know so many things anyway. You're doing so many, and once it is cleared, the kapha should bubble up, I would think.
Could you please tell me what kapha is, Shri?
So these are, so the kapha is in the human body. So human body is made of 5 elements, right? So the earth, the water, the air, the heat, and space, right? These are 5 elements
Yes.
in the Indian system. And the 3 of them move. So the water flows in the body, the air flows, right? Oxygen goes through the blood, right? So air flows, and the heat flows all over the body.
Yes.
So it depends on which one dominates. So when the air dominates, it's called vata. So air is raised to vata. So you remember, when air blows, it dries things out.
Okay.
And also it cools things down. So when it dries inside, so the air is flowing much faster than it should, then it dries it out. And that's why you have joint pains, you have constipation, because the intestines are dried, the joints have dried out. So the air is dominating in the body. And so that is vata. So pitta is when the heat dominates. So some people really like a lot of air conditioning and they start sweating very quickly. So that's where the pitta is dominating. And kapha is really just the mucus, which is related to water. When the water is dominating, there's a lot of mucus. And the body needs mucus. That's why body generates it to build itself up.
Is it on mute?
So the children need a lot of mucus in them when the body is growing.
How would you stimulate that?
So in Ayurveda, it's always the opposite.
Yes.
So when something is cold, so the air is flowing, it is cold, then you compensate it by heat. And when it is dried out, you apply oils like, and the most important is like sesame seed oil.
Okay.
So that helps. And ghee also helps. So good quality ghee, they say, you can give to any child of any age.
What is ghee?
This is the clarified butter.
Oh, ghee. Okay, yes.
Yeah, that one. So, I mean, you can even try a little bit of ghee. I mean, trying so she can use it. Or when you massage the body, do with a little bit of ghee maybe. Or sesame seed oil is quite popular.
Yeah, we have sesame seed oil. We can definitely massage her with that.
Yeah, and you're probably using some kind of oil, right, when you massage her tummy?
What do you use? I think she uses some Welda. Oh, when we do the massage for constipation, we just use our hands. No oil. But in the tub, you use Welda oil. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they might have some right ingredients because I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're doing the right thing. I think you're doing more or less the right thing. It should work.
All
Yeah.
right.
Might
Great.
take
We'll
a
just
little.
keep on.
Yeah, just keep on.
Yeah. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, everyone.
All
Really
right.
appreciate it.
So, anybody else wants to say anything? Any other question? Any other comments? So I have a question for everybody here, which is, we are doing PaidaLajin, which is the stretch and the tapping or the slapping. Now, should we be complementing it with other ingredients in the lifestyle? So like nutrition, the food, right? So do we need to? Because what happens is, just look at this, right? Somebody has a poor lifestyle. Oh, there was an echo. So somebody has a poor lifestyle, and then they do PaidaLajin. So let's say poor lifestyle, they contract diabetes, and then they do PaidaLajin, and the PaidaLajin helps them reduce the diabetes. But if the lifestyle has not been changed, that means if the eating habit is very poor, it will come back again, right?
I have a question.
So, so should we be, yeah, just hold on, Raminda, just hold on a minute. Yeah. So should we be thinking of what is the right lifestyle? And I think nutrition of food is a big part of that lifestyle. So before we go discuss this further, I think Raminda, she has a question. So yeah, go ahead, Raminda.
Okay, I have a
Oh, there's an echo here. You probably have, do you have two devices on? You have to turn off one device. Yeah, you might have a cell phone on. You're muted, so we cannot hear you. So we can see you.
Yes.
you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I have a question. Like I told you guys last time that I was going for the knee replacement, and for the time being, doctor told me that I'm not mentally prepared for it. So I'm taking my time. But I'm doing PaidaLajin every day, 15 minutes. And is there any possibility that I have a problem with my range of motion in the knee? It will come back, or how long it will take?
So when you do PaidaLajin, how long have you been doing, Ravinder, PaidaLajin now?
15 minutes.
And how many days have you been doing it?
I'm doing every day now, every day, 15 minutes.
So for 1 month, for 1 week, for 2 months?
I'm doing it for the past 1.5 weeks when we did talk.
Okay.
So,
and you do Paida on your knees? Where do you Paida?
I Paida on my whole leg, actually.
Okay, for 15 minutes.
Yes. Sometimes I feel better, sometimes, but I'm not seeing any difference in my range of motion or rotation. Is the same. Range of motion is pretty bad. It's around 75 degrees. It should be minimum 100 degrees to walk. Okay.
Right. So, okay. And do you feel pain when you do Paida?
I do feel pain.
Okay.
After that, yeah. After that also I feel pain because it's all sore and swollen.
Right, right. So anybody has any comments on this?
Do you get bruises when you do Paida?
I do.
That's good. You know what I found, because I'm really a beginner, probably more than you. when I did PIDA on my own, I didn't do it for long enough. And then when I did it with the PIDA slapping group, I did it for longer and it had a bigger effect. So I would slap, like when we slapped with the group for an hour, it made a huge difference.
Okay, thank you. But my question is, my range of motion can come back with PIDA or not? That's my biggest issue here in my leg, the range of motion.
Being the most ignorant one in the group, I want to answer that because I've seen miracles from change in diet, and the PIDA with me has made a big difference. But I saw my mother cure breast cancer with a change in diet. You can cure yourself.
You recommend any diet?
Pardon?
Any diet you want me to?
Yes, Alice Fava knows all about it. It's called Macrobiotics, and you can buy a really good book online for about $10 by Denny Waxman. Alice, what's it called, Denny Waxman's book?
Thank you.
I forgot.
Yeah,
I forget.
we
I
have a
forget
talk.
something longevity. I don't know.
Yeah, but Denny Waxman, W-A-X-M-A-N.
Well, you remember Alice, Waxman came and gave a talk, and the recording is on our YouTube channel.
On Sacred Truths? Is it
Yeah.
on Sacred Truths?
Yes, yeah. And it has all the information about him, how to contact him if you want to consult with him.
$10, you can get a book with recipes, and it's got step-by-step what to do, and it's simple and easy.
Can you please put the name in the chat so that I can see
Yes,
what?
we'll do that right now. Yeah.
Yeah. But so, yeah, so I mean, the one thing is very important. You are getting SHA, so try to extend it as much as you can, right? I mean, if you read Master Shao's book, he gives an example of a lady who found tumors in her breast, and she did PIDA. It was painful, but she did PIDA all night, and the tumor had reduced by the morning. I mean, she was just, because she was desperate. She didn't have the money to go to the surgery, and so become desperate. Just think that you're very desperate. You have to do it. You have to fix it.
Yeah,
And then it will work.
That I'm very desperate. That's what I know.
Yeah. So it will work.
Yeah. Another thing is like put a timer on and just do one area for 7 minutes. Like do the inside of your knee for 7 minutes, just that. And then move on to another area for like more, don't do your whole leg. I mean, for 15 minutes, concentrate, on one area and work on that.
Thank you so much. Let me try that. Let me try from today.
And the other thing very important, I think, is when you have a knee pain, and this is my experience has been, if you do Lajin with it, it will go a long way. Are you able to do Lajin, the stretch?
I put my legs up, but I didn't get the table or anything like that, the way they do it.
Well, you should be able to improvise something to do the Lajin with one leg down, one leg up.
I will talk about this when I will set it up and show you.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, you should be. I mean, use a dining table, use some table against the door opening. I mean, I've been in hotels, I've been in remote places. Once I was in Bangalore in ashram in a room, there was a bed and there was an opening in the bathroom door. So I just pulled the bed around that at the opening, and then I did my stretch there. So yeah, you'll find, I've been in hotels, and I'll put chairs, something you'll find more or less. There is rare where I cannot find something that I can improvise to do a Lajin. And in the long term, I think it is a good idea to buy a bench. It can be, it's not that expensive, right? I mean, if you go to the doctors, they will make you, I mean, you'll spend a lot of money. So this is not a bad, and some of the friends here now, they have acquired benches or made a bench themselves around me. I've been here only for 11 months and people are doing it. So you have to, you have to make some investment of your time, some of your money, and do some study. And it's good you're coming to this group so we can talk to you and you can listen to what others are doing. But,
Thank you.
yeah, go for it full time. And we'll all help you. You can call anybody in this group and everybody will help you, will talk to you. We're
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah.
Let me share with you, when I had my knee problem, excuse me, until you find the bench or if it's difficult, do the V exercise. You just lie on your back, your hands are raised, and you open your legs against the wall in a V position. And it'll be very, very painful in the back of the knee, or at least it was for me. So you just do it a little, and then next time do it a little bit more. And the goal is to just let it go and be open. It's actually, I tried it for weight loss, but it helped my knee tremendously. So if you want to give that a try as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Shri, every place where I see there's a doorway, I just lay on the floor, put one leg up on the door and the other all the way through, and then switch, find the doorway on the other side. You can do. It's like you say, you got to improvise. Find out what works for you. But that's one thing, and I actually have in my in a yoga class, we put both feet up against the wall and press that knee flat and that your butt against the wall too. And that's when you're just starting out, that can be very painful. So you might have to augment it a little bit, but it won't work unless you do it. Let's face it.
Yeah.
The other thing, if I could interrupt for 1 second of your question that Shri put out, we used to say in the place where I was volunteering, you are what you eat, think, and drink. So, if a person eats well and they're drinking good water, but if they're thinking, if they're around negative people, if they're around a situation where there's a lot of stress and people are very negative, it's not going to work. Whatever you're doing, you have to have a positive mindset.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm working on that too, because I've been in a very stressful situation. I could see that.
Yeah.
Now I'm opening up. That's a big question. And you are so right. So I'm out of that now. I'm only thinking positive and trying to get focused.
You can get a positive mindset for $20 if you go online and Google hello, greetings and welcome. It's a fellow that has recorded self-hypnotic tapes, and I have listened to it, and I've used it for pain control, and I have done a root canal with no freezing. I gave birth, and after the birth with no medication, they came in my room and said, did I want aspirin? And I thought, they must be in the wrong room. I don't have a headache. I highly, highly recommend Hello, Greetings and Welcome. I listened to it every night and I paid close attention to it for about 6 months, and its effect is profound. When you
Hello, greetings and what's the
welcome.
name?
Hello,
Welcome.
I'll put it in the chat. I put the
Okay.
macrobiotic book in the chat. I'll put Hello,
Okay.
Greetings and Welcome. And there are a number of different recordings that you can buy. but I recommend you start with the one called relaxation. I'll put that in the chat too. And you
Okay.
can induce feelings of happiness and relaxation with this. And that is a trained response, just like building a muscle. You have to do it over and over every day for a while. Good luck. You're going to do great.
Thank you so much. You guys are so helpful and encouraging. I'm very grateful. Okay, you guys are, you're saying, what was
Anybody,
that?
anybody else has any? Another thing, I've learned different techniques from different mentors. So I have a great mentor in India. So he said to me once, he said, whenever I get a problem in my body, some kind of disease, some kind of symptom, I am so thankful that because that makes me learn how to fix it. And he says, I keep at it till I know how to fix it. So that is a great attitude. So things happen to us for a reason, because it's a great learning. And there's no better way to learn than on your own body, because you can do any experiment on your own body. You're not allowed to do experiment on others, right? But nobody can stop you from doing experiment on your own body.
And that's the one of the cool things about having the practices, you know, because we're provoking one another to good health, so to speak, and encouragement, you know, so.
Exactly, yeah. So anybody else, any questions, any comments? Yeah, comment.
Can I talk about this conversation a little bit?
Sure.
You're totally right, Shri, because everything what's happened in this world is with the God permission. And everything what's happened to us have a special meaning, because our life, it's like the school. We learned with the things that happen, and that's why we have a head on our shoulder to solve the issues. And this is, one second, please. And it's our task in this life to improve our condition and to solve the different situation. But and also very important. Okay, let's. I'm talking later because some is.
Okay, so anybody else wants to say anything? Oh, Kaman is back, looks like.
Yeah, yes, I'm back. Okay, Shri. And the background of anything else which happened with us, for example, we say knee. Knee, according to Chinese medicine, I'm not talking about the university medicine, I can talk about it as well, but knee, according to us, this is eye from the kidney, the Chinese says. And why is eye from the kidney? Because which emotion are connected to kidney into gallbladder meridians or organs? Fear. Different way of fear, because as we were born, we've been taught with a lot of fear, and now we realize that we start to grow with such many way of fear. And according Chinese medicine as well, like the philosophy of the 5 elements of the Chinese medicine, the person is growing and born with anger, with a lot of energy. That's mean meridian of the liver and the gallbladder. But in the way of our life, we are going through the other elements, to the other organ. And the last one is a fear, kidney and gallbladder meridian. It's like end of our life, but we have beginning with this. That's why this is true, stress in any situation. But what give us a stress? Give us more tension, more blockages of the meridians, more blockages of the normally the energy cannot go fluently with the different blockages, and that's a problem. And I think Ramanda was her name. Ramanda?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Ramanda. Yeah, and she want to have better motion of her knee. Of course, that's possible. Of course, that's possible. Because we talked to her, I think, months ago. It was a conversation about her knee problem and waiting for surgery, but it's can be solved. Can be solved. I can have a talk to you, Ramanda, or what anybody in US. But if you want, we can have a talk as well, free talk, and I will show you. But I did show that some exercise which bring better motion if you need better condition, because PaiDA is super important, but in your case, Lajin is also very important. That's both things what you have to use. Yeah, both of them. And of course, if my head, I always say, if my head was on the shoulder of another person's, the problem will going to be solved. That's why you have ability to solve this issue, because as Shri says, this is task and you can work with that. And of course you can have improvement. For example, Pablo talk to me with this, talk to me with that in a spare time, not only in a conversation. And of course I gave him some advices, and I can do that for you as well if you wish a little bit support. Of course you need a little bit support. And
I really appreciate that. And can I fix up a time with you so that I can talk to you?
Yes.
And you can help me?
Yes. We can do not Zoom, but whatever, in Messenger or in WhatsApp or in
FaceTime or something, right?
Whatever is convenient for you is okay with me.
Facebook Messenger is okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You can have or Shri. My name is Kamen Filipov. You can find me easy on Facebook, and then we can adjust the time, and then we can go directly some exercise, and then you can solve step by step the issue. And the motion can be better, condition can be better, and that's it. And about the diet, of course, Shri, you told that way of life is important, and PaidaLajin is also pretend to be way of life connected with how to eat, because Master Shao is doing some what is in English, fasting, and he has written in his book about what is good for us, what not so good for us. And but the problem is how good the food is. It's important how we absorb this food. Yeah. And if we're not absorb the good food is not good for us. We can find a way, and of course this is in English like prolonging the between the meals, the time, prolonging, intermittent fasting, I think it's in English. And if you do that, and if you do PaiDA, of course you can eat from your toxin of the body of the PaiDA you're doing as well. That's why there is so many options, so many doors to. Key is in your hands, and you can open door after door. And of course you can solve the issue and can improve your condition. in so much as you will be happy with that. Of course, the way is endless. Of course, you can. What we want, I told you last time, cannot be immediately, because we had so many emotion in our life about heart, about so many emotional conditions. They affected our whole system. But the body to just have some open way, and you can do that, because if I see your face, I can say you had this and this and this and this. I can see how was your life, was not the best one. Yeah, this is my opinion. But later we can talk about it, because maybe some other want to have some questions and to discuss some other issues.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and Raminderji, if you have a problem in finding his contact, I mean, I'll send it to you. His email is there in my email anyway, so you will send email to him.
Thank you so much.
I just had a quick thought. While I'm listening to this question and answer, I'm also PaidaLajin. So why not slap yourself while you listen to this? Get a head start on it, right?
Yeah, that's such a, we can all see it. We see your head, we see you
I
doing
can't stop
Paida in
it
your
in my
head.
head. I can't stop it. I love it.
Yeah,
Super.
and Liz, I also keep doing my Paida on my hand with my fingers somewhere while I'm talking, so you don't see it, but Kam is doing, and that's such a good idea, right? You always have a spot.
Well, I was inspired by Alice because I've seen her doing it, and I thought, oh, I'm going to do that too. Why not?
Yeah, use the time. I do while I'm driving, whenever I get a chance.
Smart.
Yeah, whenever you get an occasion. When I'm walking here, go to the, I do it, just with my fingers. It doesn't make any noise when you do with the fingers and the knuckles.
Yeah, smart. Yeah.
Just to say this, Shri, I have slappers everywhere. I have slappers by the toilet. I have slappers by my bed. I have slappers in my car. Wherever you can, I have many for that reason. So that wherever you are, and we can mute right now, and you can be slapping, or if you want to do it on your face, whatever. And so I'm saying this is why this opportunity is here for us to reassure one another that we can do this, is take the opportunity.
Absolutely. So we are learning these tricks from each other, right? So I'll try to put each of my room, I'll try to put a slapper, and I haven't done that yet. So
every night, Shri, I tape my mouth shut with Scotch tape like you taught me. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I do. So many people have started doing this. This.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a simple thing.
Yeah.
What is that for? What is that for, Shri?
Well, so I put a tape when I sleep. So what happens is most of the time, most of us breathe through the mouth, especially when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing you can do for your lungs and your breath.
Really?
Yes.
And it's bad for your teeth too.
Everything, yeah. So
is that what makes you snore?
It also makes you snore. So, and the other thing happens is when you breathe through the nose, there's something called nitric oxide that the nose produces. The mouth cannot, only the nose can produce nitric oxide, and it is a great sanitizer of the air. So that nitric oxide goes in the lungs, it sanitizes it. There's so many benefits. The air that goes in, it gets warmed up through the nose, it gets humidified. When you breathe through the mouth, on the other hand, mouth goes dry when you breathe through the mouth. So it's a different thing. So that's the best thing. So you just force it with the tape. You just force yourself to breathe through the nose.
What kind of tape? Because what, like electrical tape or?
Just you can put if you want, you can put this, what do you call the duct tape, right? You'll never be open it again.
No.
Right?
My wife would love that.
Weird.
Yeah,
Same question, and Shri said just Scotch tape, and it
yeah,
worked.
that's it.
I
The
was so
Scotch tape.
surprised. Like an inch of Scotch tape is all you need.
That's it.
Wow.
And
I'll
a
try
dollar
that.
will go like, $1 tape will last you maybe a couple of months. Right. I think we are close to the meditation time, and I see Yuri is waiting. You are in a car, right, Yuri, rather than your home?
Yes, I'm in the car driving 200 kilometers per hour.
Oh,
And this
good.
is I'm joking. I parked in the middle of the hills. Actually, I share with you the olive trees and the sunset, and it's a beautiful
Oh,
area.
yeah. Beautiful.
In the vineyard on the back here.
Oh, yeah. Grapes.
And so, yes, yeah. Oh, let's see if
Lovely
something.
setting.
Okay.
Yeah. So lead us.
Okay. Thank you. So, thank you for